Guys, this is David with the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service here in Jefferson County. I'm here on site with at the Jefferson County Master Gardener's Demonstration and Test Garden. We're standing in our orchard, our citrus orchard. We've got several varieties of citrus trees and a couple others here. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things that you may see in your garden from time to time. Things that you may, oh no, what is this, and how do I control and treat it, and go from there. So real quickly, these are our citrus trees. This one, for example, is going to be I believe this is going to be a grapefruit tree. But if you'll notice really close, and you can zoom in, Nikki. By the way, Nikki's doing our filming for us, so kudos to Nikki for helping us out here. But you'll see this tree has a lot of new growth on it, a lot of new fresh growth, and this is what we want to see. But also, once you dig down into this tree, you're going to start seeing some things that, ooh, I don't like to see these things. And this is a really bad case of cottony scale and sooty mold. Now, the scale basically is the white stuff that you see congregated up and down the limbs, and we're going to show you how to spray and what to spray for it. So this is an obvious massive infestation that we need to control. Very easy to control with some common products that you can get locally. For you guys that are organic minded, we are going to use an organic type product. So hats off to those folks that think I never use an organic product. I do. But anyway, so the white stuff that you're seeing is called cottony scale. And basically it's just a real soft scale tissue that you can basically kill. Works by death by suffocation by spraying a good insecticide or a miticide or something like that. We're actually going to use neem oil, which is an organic product, to control this, and we're going to do this pretty heavy infestation. So one like this I would recommend about every 7 days or so, but try to just watch it and control it best you can. If you see it starting, catch it early. We missed this obviously, so this is pretty massive. But we're going to spray this here in just a second, show you how to spray it, and then go from there. The black stuff that you see on your leaves is actually what we call honeydew. It is actually the secretion from aphids. So this tells me that yes, we have aphids here, and so we need to just spray for those as well. Some things real quick when you're spraying: spray early in the morning, late in the evening. Right now we're pretty early morning. We're getting a little bit of wind, but I think we're okay. Yesterday evening you would have lost your hat out here 3 or 4 times. So definitely don't spray when it's real windy or in the middle of the day. You like to spray early in the morning or late in the evening. Those are the best times. One other thing we need to be aware of: look out for bugs and beneficial insects. I see some bees pollinating around here and there. So if you do see your bees working, just back off and let them do their thing during the daytime. Like I said, spray early in the morning and then spray late in the evening for best results. But again, this is a pretty massive infestation. And one thing that you'll see here, and I get a lot of calls at the office on this, is this is called leaf miner. So the leaves just look all shriveled up and crinkled up, and they look like they're just, you know, about to go on end, and they don't look very appealing to the homeowner. This will not actually kill the tree. In severe cases, it will cause some retarded growth. So you will have a little bit of growth that you normally would not get if you have a very severe case. I would say this is probably on the minor side to maybe mild to moderate, but this is caused by leaf miner. And what happens is you get an insect that basically goes into the tree and basically drills little cavities down into the leaf itself. So that's why they call it a leaf miner, because it mines the leaf and makes small little tunnels and trails. You need to watch this and spray for this when you see a very young, fresh growth of leaves. So whenever you start seeing new leaves coming out in flushes, you'll have 3 or 4 a year. That's when you need to be aware of it and spray. This is last year's damage, obviously. So all this is this year's growth. This looks good, clean, and healthy. So this is what we need to spray if you do happen to see signs of it. So you'll start to see it. These leaves will start to curl up and then look distorted as these do from last year. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to show you how to spray this real quick. When you do spray, a couple of things to be very mindful of. PPE, personal protective equipment, very quickly. Obviously I have on long pants, I have on boots. I would recommend a long sleeve shirt. I don't today, so please don't fuss at me for that. But I do have my AgriLife logo on it, but I do have a long sleeve shirt normally when I'm out here. Gloves, things like that. Those are things that we just don't think about all the time. But don't get out here in your flip-flops and your t-shirt and shorts and do this, because there is enough wind and spray that you don't want to risk getting it on you. So just practice that along with everything else, and you'll be very good. So a product we're going to use today is called neem oil. You can get this at most of your feed stores. Brand is not important. I'm not promoting any brand over the other, but any good quality neem oil is what I'm looking for. A neem oil works by suffocation and works basically by coating the insects and then the leaves to where basically the little insects basically suffocate to death. So when you do this, good clean sprayer. We have a good clean sprayer here. These are cheap. They're $10, $15 a piece. I would recommend using a clean sprayer for each product that you use. Let's say you're going to use one for neem oil. Label on it, write neem oil on it, so that's all you use it for. I mean, that's a cheap investment. It's good quality product. It'll last you many seasons, but don't cross-contaminate a lot of your sprayers and things like that. That really cuts down a lot of your cross-contamination, like we said, and it just keeps the garden cleaner and doesn't have any issues later on. So mix this according to directions. The labels are on here. I think 2 ounces. No, 2. Let me see. I won't tell you guys how to do it. So 1 fluid ounce per gallon of water. So we mixed about just a hair over 1 fluid ounce of this product to a gallon of water. This is a little bit more than a gallon, so we mixed a little bit more. So this was a 2-gallon sprayer, so we did about 4 tablespoons, which is about 2 ounces. So follow your directions on that. Label wise, it is advised that you don't overdo it. Follow the directions, you know, mix according to the container. We always like to teach you guys the law is the label. If you come to any of our CEU programs, you probably heard us say that, the law is the label. So just remember that, don't overdo it. You can run into issues with doing that. So when we're spraying, this is just like I said, a very cheap $10 sprayer. Here's some of my gloves I'm going to put on just to be safe. Brand new pair of gloves, so hadn't tried them out yet, but if you do have gloves, it's always good practice to have them just to be safe. So always wear your gloves and things like that. All right. And normally when we spray, I like to spray obviously when there's no wind or anything like that. So we're going to pump this sprayer up and do that. And when we do spray, well, you want to make sure that the stream is not a stream like that, but more of a mist. So if you'll notice, you can kind of see that we're misting a lot of this surface, and that's what we want. You basically want to coat this surface. Well, technical difficulties here. All right. But you notice that we have a really fine mist and we're spraying. And so what you guys want to do when you do this, anybody can do this at home. This is a homeowner friendly project, and you don't have to worry about being very specific and scientific. But you do want to coat the surface of it and get as much as you can of the leaf surface. So basically what we want to do is to coat all these leaf surfaces. And one thing that a lot of people don't think about, and when we do this, is to actually get the underside of that leaf surface. See all the underside as well? So you can spray the top, but you see the bottom? Spray that underside as well. And what we're going to do for our practical purposes is to coat this whole affected area. And if you guys can smell it, Nikki, can you smell that from here a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay. So that it is neem oil, and this is an organic type product. But basically we're going to coat it till it's dripping. And if you'll notice that our leaves are coated, and we sprayed the underside of them as well. And that basically we'll do this about once a week, every 7 to 14 days as needed. So that's how you basically control some of our issues that we're seeing here in the test garden. If you do have questions, please call us or email us. We are available to answer your questions. So hope that helps, and look forward to many more of these programs. So if you do have questions, give us a holler. Thank you for watching.